Hey, listen. Would you like to hear a Mexico story? Yes. It was a clean story. In fact, there's a bath involved in it. The Mexico story goes like this. You see, you're up in a palapa shack. And a telegram comes and says, the jig is up. Come back. They're on to you. And so you go out the edge of the palapa shack because the jungle's right there. And you move off into the jungle, and you decide it's going to be paranoid anyway, folks. So you might as well take 25 Bennies and really get out there and do it all, because you know how it is when you're coming down off Bennies and you're out there in the woods, and they've already put federales in the streets, and they've arrested two heads who they thought was you. And you're out in the jungle running along, trying to duck the chinches, taking 25 Bennies, and all of a sudden, way up in the highway hills, you run into a little woodcutter about 4 feet tall and brown. And he's coming from the mountain down. And you want to sit for a minute and sing to him with a guitar because you've come a long way and carried it along far, and it'd be nice. But there's this human ice that's grown in between, and you can't do it, at least as clean as you'd like to. So he goes on by, and you're running through the jungle, 25 Bennies, scared and high, and you begin to fall off a cliff and realize you can't exactly do that. You can only fall down, and if you grab a hold, you can keep from hitting hard enough at the bottom. And finally, when you get down at the bottom of the dip, you find there's exactly what you were looking for, a little pool where you could take a bath. And there's this same little Mexican woodcutter right down there at the bottom, and he's shy. And when he gets up out of the water, he holds his hands over his crotch and walks. And you still kind of want to play the guitar with him, but you don't. You just sit there and you stare into the water, and finally the little Mexican, he goes on and you go on, and a little ways down further, you see him again, and he's sitting on a rock. And he's just looking in the water, and he's fishing, and you still want to play the guitar with him, but you can't make it. And you go on, and you realize that you're given 3 chances to have your wishes come true, but you got to take them. And while I was up there in the Mexican jungle, I'll tell you some of the songs I wrote. And, you ready for them? Okay.